Hey everyone,
Never.
welcome to another episode of An Interview with My Best Friend. I lost my
As you can,
voice.
welcome to another episode of an interview with my best friend. My name's Josh, and with us today is the ghost of Christmas past, Hayden. Say hello, Hayden.
I'm the ghost of Christmas past, and I have a lot of lessons to learn. And today we have a very special guest. Everyone, please welcome Isabelle to the podcast.
Hello.
Oh my god. God, you sound like such like a sad puppy.
I'm here pitching the Christmas, the ghost from Christmas past.
I'm really trying to salvage this by drinking tea. I'm doing my best.
I believe in you. Maybe I should have pushed this to later in the day. That way you had a whole day to recover, more or less.
We can do this tomorrow. If you're free tomorrow.
I got up this early. I'm doing it
We're
this
gonna do
early.
it.
I'm not going back to bed. Fuck it, we're doing it live.
Fuck it, we'll do it live. I'm in Chicago right now, and it's awesome. I went to a bar, and it was really loud, and I was singing and yelling. That's why I don't have a voice today.
As one does when they go to a bar.
We went to McDonald's after, and I went around telling everyone that the McDonald's had run out of fries.
Yes, it just kept yelling.
Perfect.
And it's not, Hayden is not the person that just tells the fries are gone. He's like, do you know the fries are gone? But no, they're gonna make more, probably you're gonna make more, for sure gonna get more. So he just kept talking and screaming with random people.
I was making
they're gonna go out back and pick some potatoes and like just shoot and like cut them down and make sure that like you got some brand new fresh fries.
Yes.
Every McDonald's has a potato patch out back. Every single one of them. They don't like to tell you about it, but they do. Even the ones that are in concrete jungles like fucking Chicago.
Well, if it is in a concrete jungle, then it's just in the basement, and they have like a setup where they have like those fake vitamin D lights.
Yeah.
They use for growing plants.
Oh my god.
I need one of those. It's fucking like it's like gray season in Spokane where you never see the sun, but the sky is always gray. I need something to help.
Here's the same. There's no sun most of the time. Just foggy and cold.
Nothing like Hawaii.
So I've been in Chicago for exactly 24 hours, and I already have a date.
Oh my god. Not one.
Okay, I have more than one date.
God damn.
And
the grind
how
don't
did
stop.
he got a date? How did he get a date?
Oh, I don't want to talk about that.
Please tell. Well, if you won't, Isabelle will.
I will.
Oh,
He doesn't
no.
have a voice. I won't tell too much details.
I will make sure this never airs.
Hey, you can't cut. You can't cut. That's why no one will ever know. No one will listen. Not the person. Hayden met the person, talked with the person 4 days before getting here. Then he got here, met the person. We went to a party with the person, random. We got at the party. He got asked on a date. Like, it took a total of 2 hours.
But you were on a date and got asked out on another date?
Not a date.
Not
We
exactly.
were hanging out with friends. Not our friends though. Their friends.
Hello, train.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi.
And in 2 hours he got a date.
Okay, so like she said, started talking to this person 4 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was like, hey, you should come to this fancy party. It's like a black tie event. You can be my plus one. And I was like, oh, that sounds a lot like a date. There's just one issue. I have Isabelle with me because I'm staying at Isabelle's house, and I would feel terrible if I just ditched her to go to a party.
For sure. Yeah.
So I was like, you want to bring a +2? So then I only know this person, and that's it. I didn't know anyone else. And Isabelle. And Isabelle didn't know anyone.
Yeah.
But
Oh no.
She's an amazing social butterfly. So
Amazing. I would have been useless in that situation.
Oh.
I am not a social butterfly. I stick to the people I know and am terrified of anybody new.
What was going through your mind, Isabelle, like all of yesterday?
All of yesterday. I think when we are around a lot of people, it's fine. But when you got there, I was like, because I was like,
no.
Hayden's like, we're gonna catch up, you know. But she was nice. She was talking with him and telling me to, so it was fine. But I was kind of a little bit out, but it was okay. I was kind of included on it, but it was just so funny because in 2 hours you had a date, and when we were on the car alone, she talked to me like, "Do you think we are gonna date?" And I'm like, "In Hawaii, Chicago."
She said that,
and I'm like, "Bro."
Because so we got in her car and we went to the liquor store so that we didn't show up empty-handed. And she was like, you go in and get the liquor, and Isabelle's going to stay here and we're going to become friends. I didn't know she said that.
She said that, and she said that before we left the party, remember? She did. And it was just like...
No.
Yes. How do we rephrase that?
Oh man. No. Oh, that's
and
rough.
Then I'm a really realistic person, so I was like, so are you moving to Hawaii? Is he moving here?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
How are we doing this? Are we moving there? So I made
kind
of like a
I don't
joke.
think the military is going to want Hayden in Chicago. I think they like him exactly where he is in
because
Hawaii.
If they do, I'll make him come here. That's what you know, Great Lakes.
No.
Navy.
Oh God.
Boot camp.
No, I would die.
Yeah, know. You know, you need to go relive those fond memories you have, Hayden. Yeah, no, you do.
Terrible times, but choose beautiful.
Terrible times only.
Choose beautiful moments.
Not boot camp.
I actually have a coworker who's about to go be an RDC at boot camp.
Really?
Yeah, and he's like weirdly excited, and I'm like, "You're a psychopath."
Where's he from?
I don't know where he's from.
But he works with you.
Me, yeah.
That's just like the easiest way to tell if somebody is like a fucking crazy, is if they're excited for that kind of work. It's like, oh, you're just excited to like scream at people. Cool.
Oh,
cool.
I can feel that.
I would be excited for like recruiter duty.
I'm great at screaming at people and telling them what to do. I will be great at this.
Navy, check that box. Hire me. Perfect. Navy, hire me. Navy, you could never.
Just for there. I don't want anything else that comes with it. I don't want to get screamed at. I know, and all the other parts.
Let's see, what did we do yesterday? We went to the park. We went to the mall.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Nice.
It was
this better be some fucking mall.
Oh yeah.
It was an outdoor mall.
Nice.
And it was okay until it started raining.
Oh no.
It hasn't been raining here for so long, because when it rains every day.
Yeah.
So I was complaining it was raining every day, and then for a while it's not been raining. So I'm not ready for the rain at all.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, it's gonna be windy the whole day. I'm like, that's fine.
That's normal. It's Chicago.
That's normal. That's windy city, you know. We got it. And we are leaving, and I was like, yeah, we should be fine. And I thought it was I didn't know that it was the outdoor mall. I thought it was one that was inside. So we didn't take jackets with it. We took just like okay clothes.
Yeah. And basically like sweatshirts. That's it. So we were like, oh, we'll just be in the car and then we'll be in the mall. It'll be fine. No.
but but it was okay. It was cold, but it was not terrible.
Yeah.
But it started raining and pouring,
Oh
and most
God.
of the things were out. And then it was out. We were
So then we were running between the stores.
everyone looking at us. Everyone just looking like, wait, are you stealing something? We don't even know if you're stealing something. Is there something wrong with you guys?
You're moving too fast. We can't even ask you a question.
We just wanted to stay out of the rain. That's
Yeah.
it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So much rain.
And then tomorrow we're gonna go see the Bean.
Oh yeah.
The bean.
Nice. The bean.
Dubbing.
The Bean.
The big reflective bean.
That everyone think it's so clean, but it's really not. When you get too close.
Oh yeah.
Is
Oh
it
yeah. I
dirty?
bet it's just.
It is.
I bet it's absolutely filthy. Like the closer you get to it,
Ooh, don't
like
do
that. Like it's in like such a public area and everything, and like
it rains all the way.
yeah, it
gonna lick
rains.
it.
Just
Ooh, no,
Hey,
you're not.
no.
I'm just gonna take my tongue and
Hayden,
just...
you're gonna create a new strain of COVID by licking that.
Yeah, we already have this going on. Let's not.
Yeah, we
let's
already
not
have
make a worse
we already
one.
have like the fucking Omicron or whatever it's
Yes,
called going
the one
around.
that is gonna end with the whole world. So let's not make another one.
I'll create the Bean variant.
The bee. No. My God.
And then only Mr. Bean will get it, and then we'll all be sad. Because you gave COVID to Mr. Bean, you
To
monster.
Mr. Bean. Then Mr. Bean died. Chicago doesn't have the Bean anymore. What is Chicago known for now?
Yeah, what would Chicago have at that point? Like nothing.
Dip dish pizza.
Deep dish pizza.
That's cold.
That's fair.
Be cold.
The Bears? Nah,
Nowhere else
nah.
has cold.
Nowhere
Only
else.
Chicago.
Not as cold.
That's true. Midwest cold is different than anywhere else cold.
It's here. It's worse. Everyone that comes here, it's like, oh my gosh, that's so cold.
It hits different.
Oh, yeah. Having lived in Iowa for the formative years of my life, yeah, Midwest
know.
cold. Midwest cold is just fucking awful compared to anywhere else. Like people complain about it getting cold in Spokane, and I'm like, it's cold, yeah, but it's not like
That's cold.
you don't have like a wind chill factor of like -14.
Yeah.
That's like making you cold to your bones.
Exactly. It's just one day you leave your house and it's like 20 degrees, and then in 2-3 hours it's 10, and you're like, what's going on?
Yeah, exactly.
And then it's back to 20 again, and you're like, okay, let's take the jacket. It's hot for me now.
Yeah, I couldn't live here.
Yeah.
Not for the
No,
Midwest.
there was one year when we were still living in Iowa that like it got so cold, and like it wasn't snowing, it was freezing rain. Like it was literally ice falling from the sky because it was that goddamn cold. And all the power lines in our tiny ass town got like coated in ice, and everybody lost power. It was awful.
That's terrible. I think that's one thing that either in Chicago or on the suburbs around here, it does not happen a lot. Like the city is really ready for the cold. It can be negative, it can be -10 degrees, -20. Kids are going to school, the train is passing, the bus are going, everything is happening. The lights are on, everything is on. So there's no like, sometimes I see people like, oh, there's like a snow day, everything stopped. I'm like, really? Here.
It's like the
Never
apocalypse has to happen for a snow day to happen in the Midwest. Like we got like 3 feet of snow one day, and it was like 5 degrees, but the wind was howling, and so it was like -20 degrees actually. And they're like, yep, go to school. Like
Go,
but what a wait outside for the school to open.
Nothing changed.
Because that was like that was the thing when I was in elementary school. Like you'd get dropped off on the bus and everything, and then like the doors weren't open to the school yet. You had to wait outside for the doors to open for the school. And it's like, and like they didn't open them early ever. And it's like, what is going on here? We're all like huddled together like penguins. It was awful.
I was lucky because I did some credits in a university and it was like literally minus 20 degrees. And I would just leave the car. I would put the jacket. I'm like, let's run. Let's run inside.
I feel like
And it was
Spokane
snowing.
gives out snow days like the Hulk giving out tacos. It's
Oh yeah.
like, here you go. Here you go.
Well, it depends on where in Spokane. If it's like the valley, they don't hand them out nearly as much as like downtown. But that's because downtown doesn't know how to handle snow at
No.
all, which is stupid. We get it every year. You'd think they'd know by now.
Figure it out.
Seattle at least has the excuse that Seattle is built on a hill, and that would really mess up everything for snow days. Spokane is flat as hell. It doesn't make sense. Nothing here makes sense.
Yes. There's a lot of snow days here. A lot of snow.
Oh, tell them, the audience, about the Uber driver last night.
Oh my God. So Chicago is a really big city.
Yeah.
If you're comparing Chicago with any other city, normally the cities are not so big that you visit. So of course the crime is not as much. The city is really big, and I've been here for a while, and I never got robbed. I never saw anyone shooting anyone. I never saw any of that. I went in trains and everything. Of course that it happens, but I never saw.
Yeah.
We got on the Uber yesterday. Hayden, fresh gotten here, and it was just 9. He got here in the morning, and the Uber is like, "Oh, how do you like Chicago?" So here, like 200 people every day, shootings everywhere, every second, and I'm like, "Dude, like, what are you doing?"
Are you trying to make me not come back to Chicago? Like, what's your
Are
play
you trying
here,
to
man?
make him run from
Yeah.
the Uber back home? Like,
Are you implying that something's going to happen to me in this car, Mr. Uber driver?
yes.
Are you implying that you
Honestly.
are going to be one of these people
Honestly.
who shoots me?
He was like, there's a shooting every single day. Last week I saw one right over there, and he just like points to like,
Yes, and I'm like,
Just
no.
in a general direction.
Yes, and I was like, they're shooting every day on the South Chicago. It's far from the city. It's really far, and it's really dangerous. Usually, some places there are dangerous, like every other big city, and it's really dangerous. It probably someone gets shot, at least one person every day. I don't go there. It's really far from the city. It's not like it's in downtown where everyone gets shot every day. That's not happening.
and then he's like, if the people don't kill you, the weather will, because we have
God.
tornadoes all the time. And I was like, wait, you have tornadoes in the city?
Not all the time. That's totally. There's tornadoes passing and tornado alerts most of the time. And it's like you got a tornado alert and you're like freaking out. Oh my gosh! And then the tornado doesn't pass. Okay.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
had some wind. We had some rain.
Everyone would know if a tornado actually hit Chicago. It would be national news if a tornado hit Chicago, because it would do literally so much damage in Chicago. But like, no, that's not like, if you're gonna pick a weather thing to talk about that'll kill you, pick the cold.
Yeah,
the cold will kill you
you
before a tornado will.
Yes. So he terrorized Hayden.
Yeah, he
Good.
totally
Good.
terrorized me.
He gave you a good spook. That's good.
Yes. Hayden was like, we were with these people last night that everyone lives here for a while too. So Hayden was like, so everyone, would I die here? Am I gonna get shot? And everyone was like, what? No.
Who told you
was-
this?
I was
Like,
genuinely concerned. I thought I was gonna either get shot or freeze to death, because my only like this Uber driver is literally
Your only frame of reference is
Or
is the
a
Uber
tornado was
driver.
gonna happen
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Oh yeah, or that.
Yeah, a tornado's just gonna crash through downtown Chicago and pick only you up and
Only
throw you
Hayden.
into the Sears Tower.
And leave. It's gonna pass right here. You serious guy.
I'm just gonna see myself out. Goddamn.
Oh,
And then
God.
he said, like when it gets really cold, the ambulances check all the homeless tents to see if people are even alive. And I was like,
Why are you telling me
why
that?
are you telling me this? Like,
This is
Why
the
not?
worst
And-
pitch of a city ever.
an Uber ride is supposed to be a pleasurable experience, or at least a experience where you're not bothered whatsoever. It's either
Mhm.
Talking
and it's fun and like you're trying to cut the tension, or it's like leave me the fuck alone and just drive. And
Yeah.
this guy's like, here's top 10 reasons that you're gonna die in Chicago, number 10. And he just goes down the list.
And a lot of people die that lives on the street, just in case you need this information, which you won't whatsoever. But
God.
if you do need something sad to think about it, I'll give you this.
That's
like-
insane. Hilarious, but insane. It's just like get off the plane, get in an Uber, boom, fear mongering. You're done.
You're done, you'll die.
Yeah. Oh, and then I tried to like change the subject. I tried to be like, oh, this is a really good song. And it was
Oh, this song's
Bailando.
gonna kill you.
It was Bailando. Bailando will kill me, actually. Yes. I
You've
have
come
to
to terms with
dance.
this.
I have to dance, and if they play it on repeat, I'll just dance myself to death. It'll be like that dancing plague.
Perfect.
But
Yes,
so
the dancing plague of the 1840s.
yes, I tried to present that as my opinion to try to change the subject. I was like, oh, I love this song. He's like, oh yeah, bro.
No, my God. I thought I was gonna die. I forgot about that part.
He was like, yeah, I just put in new subwoofers in the back and in the front. And like he was like saying all these numbers. I don't know what they mean.
Mhm.
And he was like, do you want to hear it? And I was like, internally, I was like,
Nope.
no.
No.
But I didn't want to be rude. So I was
So
like,
he said,
yeah.
Oh yes. How
Give it
dare
a
you
go.
be rude?
No, and yes.
This guy might be shooting you, so be as nice as possible.
Hayden's too nice normally. And the guy was just like, tell me when it's too loud. I swear to God, I thought my ears were gonna bleed. I was literally doing this because I have sensitive ears.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
my ears hurt easily. So I was just like, God. And he just left there. And I'm like, is he gonna put this down? After a few painful seconds, he did. And I was like, please do not.
Oh, it was more than a few. It was like
Ah,
20 seconds.
please do. Oh,
Jeez.
God.
And he was like, this song doesn't even really have that much bass. I was like,
And he's like, I have another one that does. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure you really.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
I know I said something because I was like, please do not, I do not want the next one. My ears cannot handle, they're gonna bleed to that. Ooh, I'm gonna die.
So 5 stars, right? Five-star Uber ride, right?
I think I tipped him. Yeah.
You're
I
too
think
nice.
I was like, if I don't tip and give 5 stars,
You'll kill me.
this man
He's
is gonna
gonna kill
He
me.
knows-
this man is gonna
There's
kill me.
nowhere to go back for us.
So
That's how he gets good rates. Is he just
That's
scares
it.
everybody?
He scares every. That's so
oh
great.
my God, we solved the
Didn't talk-
mystery.
Didn't thought about that.
We
That's
solved
what
the
his-
mystery.
Uber, get on this. Get this guy out of here. He's terrorizing the good people of Chicago.
Yes.
and the
the good
visitors.
people from Hawaii.
So my takeaway from Chicago is
In 24 hours.
in 24 hours is either you will die or
Mhm.
you will become injured
Mhm.
because people ride around blasting their bass and your ears will rupture.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, not a pleasant, but the other Uber rides were good. That was
That's
the
good.
only
I very low bar to clear to improve from there, but I'm glad they've gotten
Yes.
better.
he never the bars there, but that
The
never
bar
happened
was
to me before.
practically on the floor.
Or
All the way down to 0. Anything. A guy that just says hello. Whoa. The
5
best
stars.
Uber driver.
Great.
5 stars. Oh my gosh, he's so great. He's the best. $5 tip.
or if you come to Chicago and you're a sailor, then you're going to boot camp. So really, there's no way to come to Chicago and not get injured in some way.
It's true.
If you leave Chicago without an injury, you are part of the 1%. And I'm not talking about rich people. I'm just talking about like this is a statistic. And I'm qualified to speak on this because
That happened to me.
I've been here for 24 hours.
The one time I went to Chicago, it was when I was a lot younger, and my dad hates it when I tell this story. But I didn't get injured, but I think my dad has suffered some emotional damage from this because we got fucking lost in Chicago. And it's all me and my brothers remember. It's all like me and my brothers remember from that trip. And we bring it up to my dad all the time. And he's like, yeah, I know. Like, you don't have to keep bringing this up.
Yes,
I
I'm
know we
trying to
got lost
save
in
us.
Chicago once.
Well, in his defense, it was probably in the land before
Oh yeah, it was
sorry.
in the land before
GPS.
these things.
Yeah.
Before this, that we don't know how to survive without it. Yeah.
He was map questing the hell out of everything.
Oh my God. Is there a MapQuest in Brazil?
I'm not sure. I don't think.
By the way, everyone listening to the podcast, Isabelle's from Brazil.
Now that we're about 30 minutes into the podcast,
we didn't even preface.
That's okay.
So before GPS in Brazil, how do you get around?
Oh,
you just know.
yeah, maps.
Maps,
You have an
print
innate
it out.
knowledge.
Yeah.
Oh, it's burned into your memory.
It's hardwired into every Brazilian's brain.
They plug in like the
how
Matrix.
to get to literally anywhere.
Yeah.
I was really lucky because my dad knows the city where I live and the ones around ish.
Mhm.
A lot. He was a motor guy. I don't know if you guys have this. He was on a motorcycle for a while and doing deliveries or something.
Yeah.
And he knows like the entire city. So he will teach me, he will show me. I will get lost. So I will call him and be like, Dad, I'm between this store and this store. I have no idea where I am. And those tiny phones, that has nothing, just call and text. And he's like, okay, so walk a little bit. If you see that store, I know where you are. And you walk that much and turn here and turn here and turn here on the phone. And I'm like, are you the most amazing person ever?
You just have like a 3D model of the city in your head, and you're just like walking through it as we speak. Like, what's going on here, man?
And then the next time that it happens, she's like telling him like, hey, I'm over here. He's like, oh, just walk around the corner.
It's always a different shit. I'll always go off because I was doing high school in the city, and before that I was not in the city. I was kind of suburbs area and all. So I was always lost until I finally learned. But I will call him almost every day. So it's that time where you have to walk me through.
It's that time of the day, Dad. Kitty.
My buddy.
Everyone,
He was about to
please
step on the
welcome
keyboard. So
Roku to the
nope.
podcast.
No, you get to stay here. No, don't bite me. No, sir. Okay. Okay, that's fine. You can leave.
The first
Goodbye,
time-
Roku. Your brief
You
stint.
just wanted to
on the
say
pod.
hi.
Yeah.
The first time that I went to Europe, I was thrust into the Stone Age where I didn't have GPS
Pen and paper map.
because all I had was my cell phone, which just does calls and texts.
Yep.
And then Josh was nice enough to let me use his iPod Touch, which only has internet if you have Wi-Fi. Because Josh was like, there's not going to be a way for us to talk if you don't take this with you. So take this with
That's
you.
true.
So
Oh.
Take this. You'll
But-
need it.
yeah. And the only time where I actually knew what was going on was when we were in Rome, because I played Assassin's Creed and the layout is the same. It's the same. It's the exact, like, I knew how to get, like, obviously it's different, you know.
Yeah,
people did it.
it's slight, like there's variations and everything, but
Yeah. But like by and large, I knew how to get
Oh
around.
my god. That's great.
it's insane how like detailed
Just
they
like-
got into that game. Like it's
Yeah.
fucking like they didn't have to do that, but they did it for just for you, Hayden. Just so
for
you would know how to
can-
get around
yeah.
Rome.
Yeah, like somebody, it was part of like a educational tour. One of the other people in the tour, they were like, "Oh yeah, where's the Colosseum?" And I was like, "Oh, it's just actually like over there." And the tour
Whoa.
guide was like, "Do you want to?
Do you want to lead those? Yeah. They're paying me to do this, but if you want to do it, I can just collect a
Honestly.
paycheck. Like
Honestly,
great.
that would be such a good job. Like I would do that job because this guy, he does tours across Italy, France, Spain, other surrounding,
Yeah.
hotspots. Like
Mhm.
I'm sure he does Germany. I'm sure he does, everything in between. Like
Those other countries,
this guy's crazy. He speaks
the many
all-
other countries there.
Yeah, he speaks all the languages of the countries.
Really?
That's
yeah.
insane.
Oh,
So
I wish I
everywhere
could
he
be here.
goes, he can like talk to the locals and like, whatever. And he has all
That's
the
awesome.
connections and he knows everybody. Like honestly, it just sounds like the coolest fucking job.
I think it can be cool for a while because you need to have the spirit and be like excited about all the things that you're
Mm.
showing, and you do
Mhm.
that 100 times a day. And for all the people that went there, all the 100 people times that you're doing that, it's like the first time for everyone. And for you, it's just like, wow, again, tomorrow, the same stage, 100 times.
Yeah, just
again.
like there's got to be so many like stupid
Yes.
questions every day.
Yeah,
like,
that you're like,
I
hey,
can
come
only
on.
imagine. Like
Oh,
I work
God.
in retail and here, or I used to work in retail. I no longer work in retail. And like the amount of stupid questions I get every day is just astounding. I can only imagine how many dumb questions tour guides get every day.
Mhm.
Exactly, because at least you don't say the same thing. Like he have like a whole thing to say. He has to say the same thing all the time.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
like in retail, you'll mix up, and yes, a lot of stupid questions. I was really like, come on, you can do better than me. Yeah.
Hey, you
I
can
want
do better
something
than being a
new.
tour guide. Yeah, what does he have that's new? What does Rome have for us that's new? We have a
Nothing.
Colosseum. That's about it.
That's about it.
Yeah,
That's about
you ever play that Assassin's Creed game? It's a good way to know the city.
You didn't shoot him.
You didn't do your pre-work before coming to Rome? What's going on, man? Come on, you gotta put in the work before you come here.
Vatican City, Trevi Fountain,
Give us this one.
pizza.
Pizza.
Ooh, pizza.
Give you the story. Okay, so if I was going to be a tour guide, I would want to be this kind of educational tour guide
Mhm.
because
Like
He-
architectural.
huh?
Like architectural.
Oh, yeah, I mean he did go into some of the architecture and stuff, but So he was assigned to our group the entire trip. So the
Oh,
entire 10 days he was with us, traveling with us in the bus and all that.
That's
So
cool.
yeah. So it wasn't like, oh, go to a new city, meet a new person,
it's nice.
and get a
yeah.
tour. He knew everything in every city along the way. It was insane.
That's good.
We started in Rome. We did all the stuff that I just mentioned like
Mhm.
38 seconds ago. And we also saw the obelisk.
Roughly.
And yeah, roughly, give or take. Somebody's somebody's gonna comment how long it was.
It'll probably be Joseph if I had to put money on it.
I was just thinking that too. Then we went to Florence, and we saw the Duomo and the bridge. I forget what it's called, the Ponte Vecchio, which is like insane. And he showed us the secret tunnels that the rich people would use, so that they didn't have to walk amongst the
Secret
plebeians.
tunnel.
Literally secret tunnel.
I don't want to walk.
Amazing. Yeah, can I get access to those? I don't want to walk amongst the pores.
Of course. Can you imagine me and all my gold getting mixed with those kind of people? No. No, I'm carrying too much.
Couldn't
gold
be
on
me.
No.
I'm sorry, but I'm built different. Couldn't be me.
I'm built Ford tough. I'm built Chevy tough.
Exactly how Romans talked back in the day.
Yes, exactly.
It's exactly
that's the dialogue
verbatim
back then.
how they talk.
We did great.
My gold ring touched a Honda and it lost $30 of value. I'm built Ford tough. Romans are Southern now.
No,
you can't prove to me that they didn't sound Southern.
I can't.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
we can totally. We can't know.
Then we went and saw the Leaning Tower of Pizza or something like that.
Yeah, it's yeah.
The pizza, something close to it.
And then
do you know who said that?
What?
Oh my god. Let's just leave it out since I'm Brazilian. I hate for president.
Oh.
He was in Rome and he's like, he was in Rome and Italy in a few places, and he's like, oh yeah, we saw the Italy, the pizza tower, and I'm like, say what again? Oh, God.
So to put it in perspective for Americans, the only reason I know this is because I speak Portuguese, but Jair Bolsonaro is the president of Brazil, and he's basically like Trump, but if Trump is like shooting up steroids every day.
God.
He's not.
And instead of steroids, it's stupidity.
Yes.
He said, Jair Bolsonaro said, if you get the COVID vaccine, you will turn into an alligator. And
dude,
and you'll be
I'm
gay.
waiting.
And you'll be gay. And you'll be gay.
And I was like, oh my God, I want to be a gay alligator.
What? I've been waiting my whole life
gay
for
alligator.
That. But you're gonna be a gay alligator that does not have COVID. So
is this like, how is becoming a gay alligator supposed to deter me from getting
like I'm gonna be, first of all, I'm gonna be a dinosaur. Like, come on. Second of all, I'm gonna be gay, which makes me better than you, Jair Bolsonaro.
Yeah.
Totally better, so much better. It's just like, please come on. Am I gonna be an alligator? I'm all up for it. All Brazilians,
plus,
all the nice ones.
if enough of us are alligators, we'll just take you down.
Yes,
like, come on, you can't.
We're gonna all come.
What, you're gonna kill an alligator? Good luck.
Good luck.
Even Florida men can't kill them.
We're gonna swim out of the Amazon.
And we're gonna go there and eat him.
Yes.
And we're gonna put it out because we don't want that inside of it.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too.
We're gonna chew it and spit it out because that's
just
stuff.
bop, and done.
I won't eat Jair Bolsonaro. I'll give the meat to the other alligators, the ones that were and have always been alligators, and the ones that aren't gay.
No,
Yes.
oh yeah.
Straight. If you're straight, you deserve to eat Jair Bolsonaro.
If you're a straight alligator, you deserve to eat.
Yeah, you deserve it.
What else?
Oh my God.
Okay, one more Jair Bolsonaro fact.
That's another
He's
fact.
under
Perfect.
investigation because he is destroying the Amazon,
Oh my
and
gosh.
they're considering it a crime against humanity and the planet.
It is.
It is. And I hope he
Yes.
gets convicted.
Oh my gosh, please, someone take him out. He's doing everything he can for not being taken out. Just like Trump, he does not like, I'm not gonna leave. Like,
Yeah, I was like,
of course
hasn't he
will.
become like almost like close to almost a dictator at this point?
Yes, because he want to put all the rules and all the laws so it
Mhm.
doesn't get you a next president, a next president, or he's like, I don't want it to have a next election. Just like, what? Wait, what?
That's nice. It's gonna happen
Yes.
anyways.
He wants to take off all the work laws, and it's like, you don't need work laws, you just need to talk with the person that you work for. I'm
Just
like,
wear a
yeah,
helmet.
the person that I work for would be like, okay, you're gonna work 80 hours a day if it's possible. We're gonna make this work. Come on.
Yeah.
You can do it. And do you know how your day is gonna have 80 hours? Because you won't sleep.
We're gonna build a time machine. You're gonna work 24 hours, then we're gonna send you back to work another 24 hours.
No, it's just like, you're gonna keep working. You're gonna keep working. When it's 80 hours, then you can go sleep for 10 hours. Come
And
back.
just so you know, you don't get paid for anything after 2 hours.
No, yeah.
The other 78 hours are all free
Yeah.
labor.
Yeah, you only get
And
paid
those
for
2 hours, you get paid 28 cents.
And then it's like, oh, you don't need insurance or protection if you do a dangerous job. Just wear a helmet.
Yes, you'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Just wear a helmet.
Yeah.
Don't
Just
get
wear-
hurt.
Just wear a suit of armor.
Yeah, just like COVID. You take this pill over here, you'll be great. I took it. I'm great. I didn't get COVID. Oh wait, I did, but it did work. If you guys believe me, take this pill.
If you don't want COVID, go to your local vet store, get some horse dewormer. You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
It
If
works
you're an
fine.
athlete, an athlete, you won't get COVID.
I
If
would
you're-
rather be a horse than a gay alligator. That's what he's saying.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure I heard him say it.
Yeah, it's more or less what he said.
It's all so great. So hard.
If you don't want COVID, if you're scared of COVID, I have a great podcast that you should look into. It's the Joe Rogan Experience. He's a medical expert. He knows everything that he's talking about. It's all fact checked.
Oh.
If you don't want COVID, I have a great podcast for you. It's called An Interview with My Best Friend.
Listen to this, because I have been listening to it. I never got COVID. So I think it might be related, because I never got COVID and I have been listening to it. So I think that's it.
We will be accepting our streaming now. Thank you.
Isabelle is like the quintessential example of long-time listener, first-time caller.
Yes.
She literally, like, she's the embodiment of that. Like, Isabelle, her social media presence is like so insane. And she always, every time we post a story on Instagram or a post or anything, she shares it.
I'm there.
She's in there.
She's in there doing her things,
I'm just
getting it out to the
come on,
world.
people, did you listen to this?
Like, if in the future something very, very unfortunate happens and this podcast blows up, and then we actually have to start managing it,
That would be unfortunate.
I'm going to have to hire Isabelle to be
I
our
agree.
social media manager.
I 100% agree.
I'm like, how do you keep up with all of this? She listens to like the day that we release an episode, she listens to
I'm
it,
there.
and then she'll text me. She'll be like, "Oh, I didn't know this."
and this. I'm like, what?
And, like, it's been up for like 3 hours.
Yeah, literally.
I literally be like, Hayden, oh, look at this. And I waited until he was here and I was like, what? You didn't know about Josh's wedding until that time? Like you were talking about the wedding? Now I know all about it.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, that episode where we talked about Josh's wedding and I was asking the questions, that was not scripted. She thought it was scripted. She was like, how did you not know about Josh's wedding?
Oh yeah, no.
It was all at the time.
If you're listening to the podcast and you were listening to all that, Josh tell the story of his wedding, I was also hearing that for the first time. Like, you have to understand that.
Yeah, I was like, you were shocked with something. Like, what would you?
Yeah, my reactions were genuine because I literally had no idea. I mean, sure, we talked about a lot of stuff.
We talked a little about it a little bit, but I don't think we really like got into like the meat and potatoes of like the drama that happened at the wedding until like that episode.
I was like, what? The guy did not have pants? What?
And then showed up in white shorts.
Ooh, okay.
Clap back to it. Roll the clip.
Roll. Put that back in here.
Put some.
Oh, that's gonna be a nightmare to edit.
People go back and listen to the episode.
Editor Hayden is phoning in and he's like, fuck you guys.
Hey, can we not do that, please and thank you? Cool.
On the description is gonna have the name of the episode. Go listen.
Yeah, so we'll instead of having Josh and Hayden, our social media managers, we'll just hire Isabelle to do it.
It'll just be Isabelle, the social media manager.
Thank you.
Our brand is expanding.
Well, so in a previous episode, we mentioned that we're going to be launching merch, t-shirts, and I don't think we told them about the other thing.
Nope.
Okay, we have a surprise, but actually, Isabelle essentially did all the work on that. Because she was like, oh, I know a guy, he designs stuff.
He's great.
Can you talk about that? How do you know him? And like, because she was all over it. Like, I didn't have to do anything.
Yes, because Hayden, when Hayden said that, I was like, wait. Are you already looking? Did you already choose someone? Because Hayden told me he was kind of upset about the way some things turned out about some designs. And I was like, wait, I have some great people. For who doesn't know, I did advertising in college in Brazil.
Nice.
And I do not like the design part. It's something in my heart does not like doing that. So I like all the other part, a bunch of other stuff. And I have a lot of friends, they are great designers. So I was like, my friend, I have this friend, I can talk to him about it, your idea. I think he's gonna be way more flexible. He's gonna show you way more options. And I think he's gonna be a great help. And Hayden only wanted to do one thing. I think you guys had the idea to do the shirt. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, what about doing this?
It was all her idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I told him like, what about doing this? I was searching some styles before showing my friend because I work in an agency. So those things we kind of have to like be how we're going to do. So ideas part, I'm good with it.
Yeah. Like to put it into perspective, I literally I downloaded a picture of a white t-shirt from Google and I drew on it on Snapchat and then
Snapchat
saved that and sent it to her. And I was like, so here's my concept.
Nice.
Let me know what you think.
Perfect.
And she was like, this looks horrible.
I was like, that's so funny.
She was like, let me fix your
entire
life.
Please let me fix this.
Yeah, so I went on Google, I searched all the style of shirts and I was like, even before talking with my friend, I was like, what about this style, and this style? And he's like, I kind of like this. That's kind of nice. I was like, see, okay, so we're gonna send him this. Tell him what do you want.
Yeah.
He's gonna be great. And he was all the time like helping and seeing where you guys needed to change and do, and it turned out so great.
Yeah, because like
the designs are really good.
Yeah,
I'm happy that you guys like it.
because a lot of designers are like, oh, you know, after you commission them, they're like, oh, if you want to make any changes, then just like pay a little bit extra. And so I was trying to give this guy money, like trying to pay him because he was being so flexible and everything. And he was like, no, you're good. I was like, what the fuck? Like, no. So I was doing
like, no. I want to make sure that this is good for you guys. And it's like, oh,
yeah,
thanks, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yes.
So we were doing all of this in the background. It was mostly Isabelle. And then I was just like saying, yes, no, I like this, I don't like that.
And
like,
then
Josh,
I turned
what
to
do you
him
think?
and I was like, you like this one, but this one and that.
Yeah. And then when we had a design that I was, you know, totally
Both
happy
of you
with,
were happy with it.
then I was like, Josh, the
like,
CEO.
Yes.
Josh was like,
And then Josh said,
no.
yes.
Thank you.
And there was much rejoicing.
Yeah.
Yes, it was pretty nice. It was pretty nice doing that. I was like, I'm watching the podcast and listening. Now I'm helping.
Yeah. So
yeah, so shout
she's
out
very
to
integral.
Yeah, shout out to Gabrielle and Gabrielle, which they're both called Gabrielle, and they're my friends and they help out. They're great.
If your name
your
name is Gabrielle, thank you.
Yeah, just all of them. Every single Gabrielle.
Blankets, the only blanket
Just a
statement
blanket
that I feel
statement.
comfortable making. Gabrielle, thank you.
Thank you. You're great.
So we're gonna launch that with season 3.
Mhm.
And then we also have a little surprise. Little something extra.
Just a little something extra that'll
And
be disclosed at a later date.
all of the proceeds from the merch are going to go to charity. So we're not making any money off the shirts. That was never the intention. And the surprise thing, we're not making any money off of that either. So if you have a charity that you would like us to donate to, post it in the comments or send us a message on Instagram. And we'll try to distribute the money across the charities that matter the most to you guys. Because if we're being like literal, it literally is your money. So it's only right that you guys decide where it goes.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to be transparent. We're not making any money off of it. In fact, we're taking an L because I had to pay the designer to design the merch. And then, you know, we're selling.
Man, Hayden, we had made like $7 or something like that from like one subscription or something like that.
Yeah.
We keep going in the hole.
we have one contributor on what is
on
it?
Anchor, I think. Yeah.
And we made $10. But if you account for like podcasting equipment, merch, commissioning musicians to write our theme song, commissioning artists to build our social media presence, the merch, I think we're like approaching like $2,000 in the hole.
Something along those lines.
But I'm not complaining. It's just, if you're out there and you're wanting to start a podcast, just know that
there's a bunch of startup costs.
Yeah.
There's
bunch.
money involved.
Yeah. So yeah. What else?
I don't know. This has been a pretty I've liked how this episode has kind of felt. It's felt less like, it's felt more like just like catching up than anything. Like just hanging out and catching up.
Yeah.
It's very relaxed. I liked it.
I like that too.
We need more chill episodes. So Josh and I, we didn't have any questions.
We're just like, fuck it. We'll just do something. We'll just talk.
we just
do it live.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that. I love it.
So thank you, Isabelle, for being on the podcast. And
We
thank
appreciate you.
Yeah,
We appreciate everything you do.
thank you
Oh,
for everything that you do. Our podcast wouldn't be the same.
Wouldn't be listened to in 8 countries if it weren't for you.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to touch on that really quick. Guys, what the fuck?
8 countries.
8 countries? Like, okay. We have, I think it's 16, like, consistent listeners. That's it. Not big
That
at all.
average is like,
which is already too many. But still. But we did our Spotify Wrapped, and Spotify shows us the data from our podcast, and it said like, it told us when you guys like to listen to us, and I forget, was it during the day or the night? I can't remember.
I don't remember. I can look at
Anyway,
it. I can
it's
pull it
either
up now.
it's either you guys listen to us during the day when you should be working and fulfilling your capitalistic needs, or you listen to us at night, which means we put you to sleep literally, because we're so boring.
No, at night while you're driving home, okay? Or while you're cooking.
But also it said, people around the globe, literally around the globe, listen to the podcast. We have people listening in 8 different countries.
It's insane.
I don't even think, if I went through all my friends, I don't even think that I could. There's 8 different countries to list.
I think it might.
It might.
You know,
Okay.
you know a lot of people.
Spain, Brazil, Germany, the UK,
The US.
the US.
5.
That's it.
No, but it can be not Italy or something.
I don't have any friends in Italy.
No. You'll find someone.
Well,
You'll find
They
someone.
are there. We'll figure it out. Where are they?
You're a social butterfly. You'll find someone out there.
True.
He always knows people all around, so that's I don't doubt it that there is that much.
Whoever you are, thank you.
And I'll be there.
Because I was just blown away.
Yeah, I don't have anything to say to that, because it's just insane to me that like there's that many people in that many different countries listening to our dumbasses talk.
Yeah. Also, we have 3 fans that listen to our podcast more than any other podcast.
Nice.
I think I'm sitting next to one of them.
I definitely think you're sitting with one right now. Yeah.
But there's 2 more of you out there. Just wanted to say thank you.
Identify yourselves.
And then
Show yourself in the comments.
I know that I saw someone else's list on Instagram where we were not number 1, but we were in the top 3. So
Yeah.
just the support is just insane, and we're so blown away. We're not trying to, make it big or anything. Like, we just make this because I want to talk to Josh every week.
It's a good way for us to just talk each week.
Yes.
But now we're launching merch and having more guests, and it's just kind of, we're taking this in a different direction than we ever anticipated. And it's all thanks to you guys. And you're getting me to record episodes where my voice isn't even there.
It's amazing.
Just thank you
Who
all.
knew
so
that
much.
who knew that you could carry an episode without a voice? I mean, who knew? Look at you go. Absolute star over here.
Look at you go. Whoa.
For our audio listeners, I was just
Standing with
pretending like I was on a stage, and there was raucous applause, and it was all for me. And people were throwing roses and bras onto the stage.
Nice.
And underwear.
They were
Hayden.
not.
Never mind.
Never
Maybe
mind.
not the.
Just
Maybe
the
just
clapping.
roses.
Hayden, calm down.
Josh, we should do a live podcast. Like,
We should.
We should book a theater.
Oh,
and sit on a stage, and we
Hayden,
just
that requires us to be in the same city.
True. Okay. Post in the comments. What city should
Wait,
Josh and I
wait.
Josh and I are going on tour.
Hayden.
No, if you want us to go on tour, you do have to make us go big.
No. We'll just have a bunch of people. We'll hire actors to sit in the audience. And then they have to listen to us.
Then they actually.
Because we only have like 16 fans. Like, that's not enough to fill a theater.
Hayden, we're going to hire actors.
Yes.
Go more in the.
Yes.
Yes, it makes total sense, right? So much. What happened, Hayden? Did you hit your head last night?
Mm-mm.
Are you sure?
I have friends in the Screen Actors Guild.
Ooh.
So I'll hire them. We'll fill the theater. We'll do a live podcast.
In
There we
all the
go.
cities in the US.
Yeah. Coming to you in a
2034.
Yeah.
Chicago theater.
Honestly, I think it'd be fun if we could just like get a bunch of our friends to like come out to a venue or something. And
That would be fun, yeah.
Oh, maybe you
It
should
almost
do-
feel like an improv show at that point.
yeah.
Yes. Just like a stand-up comedy together.
So on a way more realistic level,
Mhm.
Josh and I do plan this season to live stream a podcast episode.
We're
So
figuring
look
it
out for that.
out.
We're gonna figure that out, what that looks like. But yeah, look out for that, because then you'll literally be able to in real time listen to the episode, and then
Mhm.
obviously it'll get
Do the
released
same, Yeah.
after. So keep an eye out, and yeah, I feel like that's a good place to
Yeah.
wrap it
Thank
up.
you, everybody, for watching.
Thank
Thank you,
guys
everybody, for
having me.
commenting. Thank you, Isabelle, for being our best fan.
Yeah,
Aw.
thanks for being our best fan and our future social media manager. And just so you know, we can't pay you a salary. You actually have to
That's
pay
okay.
money to
get it.
to get
Yeah,
a job.
yeah.
Because that's how we run things.
That's the way it
Yeah,
works.
yeah.
But
That's how it works.
Seriously, thank you so much for everything that you do. You're amazing.
Of
So
course.
glad I could finally have you on the podcast.
Me too. I love the podcast. Even when it's about Twitch and I don't know all about it, I still listen to it and I still think it's fun. You guys telling all this stuff and about all the game. I'm like, okay, know nothing, but it's fun listening to it.
Or we're doing a quiz where I'm trying to figure out if something's a Tolkien name or a drug name.
So good.
That was
How did
that was
you
so much
how
fun.
did you do on that? How was that for you? As English not being your first language, that must have been
So weird.
so weird.
Yes, I couldn't figure it out. No. I couldn't figure it out, but Josh did good.
He did.
Yeah, I got all of them right.
All of them right. He's like,
You didn't miss a
Hayden,
single
I did
one."
not accept that. I do
Don't-
not
don't go
accept you.
back
Don't
and
know how to say the name.
Don't go back and check the tape. I got all of them right.
He got
Yeah.
all right.
100%.
I've actually burned the evidence. You can't watch it anymore.
You can't
I
watch the
digitally
episode.
burned it.
But we deleted the whole episode.
It's
Um,
burnt out.
But yeah, seriously, thank you so much for coming on the podcast and everything else. And if you're out there and you're listening or watching, thank you, because you made this way crazier than we ever imagined. 8 countries, and
Absolute
we
insanity.
I just can't fathom that with my mind. Thank you guys so much. We love you, and that's it for today.
Okay.
Bye.
I'm gonna stop it now,
Nice.
and that way we have a outro.